Welcome to the Pathways to Surrender podcast. I'm Michael Warmoth, and thank you for joining us for this guided meditation. Please note that these meditations are recorded in a tropical setting with the windows and doors open, so you will hear birds and other sounds. Try not to let them distract you from the words. Let's take a moment now to just get settled in, get comfortable and relaxed. Maybe close our eyes and take some breaths and just listen to the music before the meditation starts. We hear often that we must surrender to find peace. But are we clear about what we are surrendering? What are we surrendering to? What are we giving up? What are we yielding to? What are we allowing to take over? The idea that we must surrender implies that there is some sort of battle going on. That may seem strong words, but in reality, the amount of effort and energy we use to keep the authentic self under control is as much as any battle might take. It has been a lifetime of effort, struggle, control. But what is the reality of that effort? It is the contraction in our bodies, the muscular tensions and holding that cut off the easy flow of energy, creative expression that is our authentic self. There's also the hard edge we have built around us that assures us that we are separate from everything else, that we are a separate being. But that hard edge is purely psychological. Yes, that hardness is reflected in the body, but it is not a natural phenomenon, and the feeling of separation that it creates is not real. We cannot separate ourselves from the world, from the universe, from creation. It is impossible. We would not live for a second outside of the world, outside of the universe. Every aspect of our being interacts and is dependent on the world and the universe, and the infinite consciousness creates us. There is no separation. So, when we consider the nature of surrender, what we are yielding to is our own true self. The battle we are ending is the battle to control and deny and suppress ourselves, to keep the idea of separation alive, to keep the illusion of control alive. And so, to surrender, we must end that control. We must release it, relinquish it, let go. Must be willing to open the flow of energy, to stop the blocking. If we will devote ourselves to becoming present, experiencing ourselves in this moment as fully as possible, we will become aware that there are hard edges, there are blocks, tensions that we have been holding in place for so long. Peace comes when there is an easy flow of energy, an easy flow of communication between the mind and the heart, open channel, because then the truth is known, the truth of who and what we are, the truth of the nature of our being and existence become known to us, which gives us great peace. No one can tell us exactly how to do this, how we can become present, how we can let go. It is our own journey of discovery through our commitment to knowing ourselves and recognizing and affirming the truth of what is right now. We must find a way to trust that what we need to know is within us. Everything we need is available to us. That there is a process of guidance and healing already known within us. That the presence, power of the creative force that gives us life is alive within us, and that infinite, timeless power that's perfectly intelligent contains infinite intelligence is here, right now, within us, always here. It is the power and force that we must yield to, that we must surrender to, that we must make way for. We have filled our mind with distractions, with efforts to control, to make things happen, to fix things, to make things better. But we have really never allowed ourselves to see how they really are. What is the truth of this moment can only be known when we surrender. We let go. Letting go is just not a metaphorical concept. We must let go of the battle, the effort, the energy spent contracting and controlling. Letting the hard edges dissolve, softening, opening. It can be scary at times. Every time we let go of some way of holding, we will experience fear. And then we will realize that there was nothing to fear. As long as we don't do what the fear seems to be telling us, as long as we don't allow fear to be some kind of power or truth in our minds, as long as we see it as just an old habit that will pass, and that nothing needs to be done but to continue our devotion to letting go, surrendering. We will see the fear was nothing. There was nothing to fear. And so, as we continue our practice, we will let go more and more. We will experience fear, and we will get triggered, and we will forget, and we will institute control again. But we will become more skilled in the art of letting go. We will more easily remember the truth, till at last we will not want anything in our lives but the truth. There will come a point where it is too uncomfortable to be anywhere but the truth. In fact, that is already true. But our fear overpowers us, keeps us uncomfortable. Let's continue to disempower fear by seeing it for what it is, nothing. Just a relic, the egoic, dissociated mind, completely irrelevant to truth. And so, let us surrender, let go of all effort. Soften all the hard edges. Relax. We can allow the power and the presence, the peace, the truth within us to fill us. Thank you for listening to this episode of our podcast. If you would like more information on these meditations and teachings, you can visit pathwaystosurrender.com. You might be interested in our other podcast, Pathways to Wholeness. These are episodes of meditative teachings designed to help us move to the next step in our journey, letting go, learning to surrender, overcoming resistance. That's Pathways to Wholeness. Look for the next episode soon. We'll be uploading them every couple of days. See you next time.